So one question that I get asked a lot from my students is, how can I make my punches harder and stronger? And I always tell them there's many different ways to achieve this, but I do have one favorite way, and that's bare knuckle training, hitting the heavy bag with no safety equipment. And I feel like it's something that's not taught anymore, but should be. So here's some tips to help keep you safe while doing this training. Unlike when I started doing this, when bags were filled with sand and made out of rough canvas, and my instructors didn't tell me how to do this. So I always had big burns on my hand and I was always hurting myself. So I'm gonna help you guys do this so you stay safe and you don't get hurt. So we're gonna start out with a simple 1-2 combination. So first thing you're gonna do is get into a good position. Doesn't matter what fighting position you're in, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, just make sure you're in a good one. The other thing you're gonna do is make sure you're not too close to the bag, you're not too far away. You're just about an arm's length away because we're gonna start out nice and light. So the next part is, which part of the fist are we punching with? We're gonna be focused on the first 2 knuckles. It doesn't matter what style you're training in, it's always the first 2 knuckles for this type of training. I don't wanna hit with the back 2 knuckles because it's weaker. I wanna be focused on the first 2 knuckles. So what you wanna do is you just wanna start out light, right? So I'm gonna just start with my jab and just tap in the bag. Always focusing on those first 2 knuckles, right? I don't wanna hit with the bottom where my fingers bend, top part of your hand, right? But the big knuckles. Turn it over, keep doing this, nice and light, hit the cross, again, focusing on the first 2 knuckles, nice and light. Eventually, over time, you start building up the power because you want to get your knuckles hard and strong. I always felt like when I got into kickboxing and boxing, that because I had done this type of training in martial arts, that my hands were stronger and my punches were harder. So eventually you can just hit this bag as hard as you want. Just make sure you're focusing on the first 2 knuckles. So if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified when I post more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.